She's not your wife. She's not your wife, my leader. She is not your wife. Hear what I'm saying? Your lust will turn something that's not for you into your wife in a second. That's what your lust will do. It's ready to do it. You looking at a woman you know you're not compatible with. You know, but your lust is like, yo, we about to make this work. I don't care. It's gonna look past everything. No, penis can't choose your wife. Man, this may be my first man's only episode. I gotta speak to y'all, my leader. I was convicted to come out here because the Spirit was leading me to speak more to my gentlemen. My gentlemen, you, me, speaking directly to myself. I'm looking at myself in the mirror, my leader. And as I'm looking at you, one thing I know for certain is that you battle with lust. You battle with lust. If you're a man and you battle with lust, it's normal. But I want you to know that I'm here, I get you, and I understand you. I get it. I get it. I get it, man. But leaders, this is an important message for you to get today. Many of my leaders has been coming to me, just talking about personal problems, man, dealing with commitment issues, dealing with pornography, dealing with temptation, lustful desires, not being able to commit, not knowing if they should commit. And it's all predicated to a confusion and lust, man. It's all predicated. I mean, I've been there before. I'm still there. I'm still fighting. Still fighting. And it's the hardest battle I've ever had to deal with. Me and my other leaders, my gentlemen, man. Ladies, if you're watching this, kudos to you. But this is going to help you dive deeper into the mind of a male who's dealing with lust. Not the overcomers. Some of y'all overcomers, leave a comment. Tell us how you overcoming. But for the rest of us, man, I'm here for y'all. I just want to vent. I want to vent because last night my spirit was convicted, man. It was convicted because temptation and desire, something just hit me in the spirit, in my mind. And what I recognize is during that season and during that moment of desire and temptation, I had the inclination, the urges to want to do some of the wildest things. You know what I mean? And my gentlemen who understand commitment, who are in relationships, one thing that's for certain is it's a choice. It's a choice to be committed. It's a choice to literally make that one woman bae. That choice for the gentleman who has married that woman. It's a choice. And I keep hearing that from older men and gentlemen, and I keep hearing that from great leaders. Dr. Miles Monroe said a man would never feel married. This was an all-men's conference, a 2-hour conference that talked about domestic violence and abusive marriages, where men tend to abuse their wives. And one thing he talked about was the commitment. And he talked about how a man would never feel committed to one woman. He'll never feel married, basically. That's what he said. They'll never feel married. And what it's based on is a choice. We want to live up to a commitment. You know what I mean? We want to live up to this. We want to live up to a way of dignity and integrity, right? So we commit to things in a form of almost our own entertainment. You know, we like those challenges. And if I can speak about this, anytime I've been committed, it never took off the desire to find another person attractive. It never did that. The moment the commitment happened, matter of fact, is the moment where even more temptation came. More temptation. And I recognize the statement in, that's not your wife. It's not your wife. My leaders, lust will make us turn something that's not supposed to be for us into a wife. That's what lust will do. You're sitting here with the perfect woman that's for you. God sent her your way. And literally, because when you go around and you look, every single corner you turn on, every single block, every single event, you're gonna find somebody attractive. You're gonna find somebody who's beautiful. You're gonna find somebody who's gonna blow your mind. And you're gonna see this person and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, why did I commit? You're gonna say this time and time and time and time again, because you'll quite frankly never be satisfied. The flesh is never satisfied. Hell is never satisfied. It's never, this is a proverb. We never get satisfied. We're never, it's never going to quench your thirst 1,000%. And that's because you have not made a decision and a commitment. It is the commitment that is going to allow you to stand strong, because you want to live up to your value, because you said you're a man with integrity. You said you don't lie. You say you don't cheat. That's what you said. You say you want to be committed. You don't want to go through divorce. You said that. You told your wife you'll never cheat on her. You want to live up to this. Not that your flesh doesn't disagree. Quite frankly, if you're a man, your flesh disagrees with half of the things you say. Any commitment you've ever made. My leaders, they never feel committed. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. You choose. And if you can't choose, don't get into that relationship. But I guarantee you, every corner you go to, you're gonna find the finest thing you've ever seen in your life. And here's the question. Everything is not for you. Yeah, you can have it. You can cheat, you can go creep, you can have it, but it's not for you. That woman is not your wife. That woman is not your princess. That woman can't take care of you. She can't handle you. Your foolishness, your stubbornness, your ego, your pride, your energy, your artistic ability, your vision. That woman can't handle you. She's not your wife. She's not your wife, my leader. She is not your wife. Hear what I'm saying? Your lust will turn something that's not for you into your wife in a second. That's what your lust will do. It's ready to do it. You looking at a woman you know you're not compatible with. You know, but your lust is like, yo, we about to make this work. I don't care. It's gonna look past everything. It's gonna look past all the signs. Because it's not, you're not thinking up here no more. You're thinking with your dick, my leader. You're thinking with your penis. And because you're thinking with your penis, you can't think straight. Your penis does not have a frontal cortex. Left hemisphere, right hemisphere. It doesn't have that. It don't got no spirit in there. It got the spirit of hormones and horniness. That's what your dick has. That's your penis. No, penis can't choose your wife. Man, can somebody say this? Just gonna start coaching on this platform. Just gonna start coaching like I do on one-on-one occasions. I'm just gonna keep it real, my leader. Stop choosing your wife with your penis. And here's the thing. Here's why it's us, and it's not the woman's fault. Because the woman, she feels your desire. And because she feels your desire, not every woman has the ability to discern if it's of the spirit and it's of your flesh. She just sees and feels your desire for the most part. And even many of my spiritual men know how to fool a woman into making it seem as though this thing is spiritual, when it's nothing but your flesh speaking. And so now y'all get in this relationship, and you're in this relationship, and you're giving her the worst relationship you've ever given anybody. And she's wondering why. I thought this man admired me. I thought he had some attraction for me. No, he did not. It was nothing but lust. So now we get in trouble. We have sex at this point. And after you have sex, what happens? You come to your senses. And now that you come to your senses and you're not thinking with your penis anymore, and you're thinking with your head, now that you're thinking with your head, you're like, oh my gosh. Now you start to see all the flaws. It's as if the blinders have come off, and you're like, oh my goodness. Who did I just sleep with? Who did I just commit to? Oh, dear God, I need some help. I need the help right now. I need it. I need it. I just got into a commitment I shouldn't have got into, God. How do I get out of this one? How do I get out of this one? Why did I take my shot? Why did I take my shot? Because you were horny. You did not redirect your sexual energy. My leader, it's about sexual transmutation. When you get the desire and the urge, you don't always have to approach every single woman that you see. You were born to lead if you're a part of this platform. You have visions, you got business. You have something to attend to. This sexual energy and this urge and this desire is for you to put it in places somewhere. You're not lazy. You just got to get more disciplined. This sexual energy was given for more than our desire for the lustful craving of sex with a random woman, committing to a random woman. That's why we cheat. That's why we cheat. We have no control. We have no self-discipline of this sexual energy. My leader, my gentleman, everywhere you go, you're gonna see the most beautiful woman you've ever seen in your life. She gonna be slim, she gonna be thick, she gonna be beautiful, she gonna be the right complexion. But it does not mean that she is bae. It doesn't mean that she's wife. It doesn't mean that she's your life partner. Those two don't go hand in hand. Stop allowing your penis to choose your life partner. My leaders, your dick does not have a prefrontal cortex. Come on, can I speak about this today, man? My leaders, I speak from experience. I've been in many scenarios where I've let my penis do the talking. I'm saying words, I don't even know how these words are coming out of my mouth, quite frankly. But I'm saying them, I'm spitting them. I'm spitting them fluently and elegantly. And the woman is feeding onto these words. Because I haven't committed a crime yet. In her eyes, I'm innocent. In her eyes, you are innocent. It's not that you got the best game in the world. You just haven't given her a reason to doubt you. Your penis has taken over. Now you're articulating creative, divine words that you couldn't even think of on a regular day. You're aroused. Your creativity is sparked. The same creativity which will enable you to create the world's greatest business plan, the world's greatest company, the world's greatest organization, the perfect piece, art piece, the perfect nonprofit, the perfect mentorship, the perfect finance fishing opportunity. My leader, your business is in your sexual energy. This is your life force. This is your life energy. It must be transmuted. My leader, stop letting your penis choose your wife. I mean this. It don't matter how good you are. It don't matter how much Bible you read. My leader, you gotta flee. We do not have control over this flesh. This flesh right now is the easiest thing to please. It takes absolutely nothing to please the flesh. It's easy. It's too easy. It doesn't take much. So if you're trying to please your penis, it does not take much to please your penis. External beauty will indeed arouse you if you're a healthy male. You will be aroused. You will. As a matter of fact, if you're not watching pornography, and if you're living healthy, you're working out, you're exercising, your body is operating very, very, very healthy. So even more so when you see a woman, she doesn't even have to be overly over the top beautiful. She doesn't have to be super fit thick. She doesn't have to be a part of your pornographic addiction. When you're healthy and your mind is right, you're eating your vegetables, your green smoothie, you're working out, and your mind is in godly places, you're even more subjective to be pulled by the allure of temptation. Because it's a craving that your flesh wants to satisfy. And because your flesh can't satisfy it, when it sees it, it's really aroused now. So now you, my leader, who's living a righteous life, gotta be more disciplined. Because if not, your penis will choose your life partner. You are not safe either. It ain't about the secular man, it ain't about the religious man, it's about you and your flesh. How as a man are you choosing to deal with your flesh? This is real. Cause I can't hear another brother getting into the wrong commitment because of his flesh. My leader's patience. Every shot ain't your shot to take, man. It's about patience. Really seeing, what is this? Who is this woman in my life? And how does she really fit into the context of the overall scheme of things? Is it just lust? If I challenge myself to take lust out of the equation, what is behind this? What can we vibe together? Can we really communicate? Can we have fun? Can we laugh? Can we joke around? My spiritual leaders, can we talk about God? If you can't talk about God, you can't talk about God around this woman. You lusting. I'm lusting. And we gotta hold each other accountable. I can say this video and I can scream and I can yell, but it don't mean I ain't battling with the same thing. It don't mean I don't need accountability too. This is a conversation we gotta have, my leader. Your penis has no frontal cortex. It's the easiest thing to please. It's a part of your flesh. The leader of the flesh. The leader. The mob boss. The mob boss for a man is his penis. That's why when women learn how to please this aspect, men, what do? We start to worship. We start to worship this woman. And now, because we're worshiping, we lose ourselves. We lose our identity. We lose our manhood. We lose it. And we're guilty. We feel guilty because we allowed this woman to take our manhood from us. Now we are upset, angry. We take our anger out on this woman. She did absolutely nothing. And in some cases she did, because she knew you weren't strong enough. My leaders, today we must be strong. You must control your sexual appetite. You have to. It's your life depends on it. Your future depends on it. Your career depends on it. Your business depends on it. Your next relationship depends on it. Your family depends on it. Your legacy depends on it. We depend on you. We waiting on you. You must be strong. My leader, stop letting your penis make the decision. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, I thank you for guiding my leader here today on the Jaja's Mic platform, We Are Leaders podcast. And I just ask that you give my leader the strength to take the right shots. Allow him to discern and control his sexual desires today. Allow us to not fall into the temptations of our flesh, the mob boss of our penis. Father, allow us to go towards our spirit. Father, show us how to discern the women that are supposed to be in our life and the women that are not. Show us how not to dive into deep waters that we know we can't swim out of. Father, give us the strength to flee the enemy when the enemy shows itself. When the enemy shows itself in something that we desire, something that's so alluring that we know our flesh will not be able to deny, Father, allow us the ability to run. We don't have control over this flesh, but we know you do. Override the temptation and the initiative and the lustful impulses of the flesh so we can get out of pornography, so we can get out of lusting after the wrong woman, so we can get out of making our life partner the partner we picked from the head domain of our penis. Father, we want to choose in the spirit. We want to remain in the spirit. My leader, guide us. Father, guide my leaders today. Guide me today, Jaja. This guy who started this platform, who is still not out of the negative curse that dwells the flesh. I'm no different. I'm still subjected, just like my leaders, to be tempted every single day. Father, give us the strength. Dear Lord, give us the strength to fight temptation. Dear Lord, give us the strength, Lord. Give us the strength. Allow my leader across the globe to hear this message, to plead my warning, to hear the instructions that you have given to me to just talk about today. Father, I thank you. I thank you. Our lives will never be the same because we will no longer have to battle against the flesh. We will hold each other accountable by periodically checking in on one another. Father, guide us in Jesus' name. And my leader, if you go towards God, allow him to lead. Run away from the flesh. I'm a firm believer that your life will be changed. We are.